social media is ruining us in these dating streets because folks is delusional. Folks are out here delusional and they cannot separate reality from social media. Y'all, in real life, the gender war is not actually going on. Like when you go outside, men and women are not arguing with each other, and the ones who are miserable and alone, and they're not going on dates. Yo, party people, it's Ashley of SingleWomenChronicles.com, where I inspire single women to be the best version of themselves through healing and avoiding certain pitfalls in dating. And woo, Lord, the pitfalls that need to be avoided is the delusion. Let's just start in right now, okay? Women have thoroughly disappointed me this week. I'm just flabbergasted. What is happening in these dating streets? We gotta just throw the whole dating streets away. Lord have mercy. But before I get into today's topic, let's shout out to Georgia State. Y'all showed me such a good time over the weekend. My homecoming, the real GSU. Yes. I had a blast and the Lord really showed up and showed out. So I like to be grateful for the small favors of God, okay? And I just want to share how God was like, oh, Ashley is definitely my favorite this week, right? So first of all, let's talk about the outfits. So I ordered an outfit for tailgate and for the ACC homecoming concert with 2 Chainz and K Camp, right? So I ordered from Fashion Nova. It says it's going to be here by Friday. So it gets delayed. And so I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I had a budget for this. I don't have no more money to go add towards it. And you know, like when it's homecoming, you want to step out feeling your best. You know what I mean? And I just, but fast forward, it came on time, thankfully. And then, so the concert, 1, I won free tickets. And then 2, I ended up being front row because I befriended this friendly couple, and they put me front row right next to them because you had to buy bottle service, which is like nuts because you pay for the concert plus you got to pay for bottle service to sit. Atlanta is mad. But anyway, I still got to sit down front row and I had a blast. I had a time. Now is it just me? But sometimes can homecoming be a little triggering? I know I'm not alone. Because it's like when you go back to homecoming, you get to see guys or people that may have done something to you or made you feel some type of way. Or like if you didn't have the best experience in school, you'll start to feel like those emotions. So for a long time, like I really struggled at homecoming because I would get triggered. And then also just feeling like, you know, behind, quote unquote, in life, like, oh, I'm still single, or, oh, I'm not as successful as I like to be, or, oh, you know, I don't have this or that and the other. And I used to just be so triggered at homecoming, but y'all, I have been delivered because I wasn't triggered by nobody. Ain't nobody. No, I was just there for a good time. That's it. And it was wonderful. It was magnificent. It was beautiful. I love homecoming. One of my favorite times of the year, homecoming. So shout out to Georgia State for repping. Yes. Okay. Let's get into today's topic. So if you've been living under a rock, you did not hear about these 2 young ladies that really embarrassed the women over the past week. So first, we have Oyster Girl. So I'll insert the video here for you guys who've been living under a rock. Here you go.
To go out with my friends. This nigga been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him? Bitch, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best fucking oysters in Atlanta, like, hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. Y'all, when the 4th one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm going to eat. And I was coming anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that. But I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good.
Oh my God.
It was just so good. Like, I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the fuck this bitch ass nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The fuck? I'm like, hold the fuck on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes, bitch. What the fuck this nigga at? Had to end up grabbing a tab, bitch. Nigga left me with his little one fucking drink. Yeah, bitch. I'm so glad bitch keep me some money. Cause what? That was crazy to me. And I said, bitch, you running out on the tab. He talking about, I'm offering you to drink. The fuck are you talking about, bitch?
All right, so Miss Mama's, first of all, she begins the video saying, this guy been talking to himself in my DM, and I was bored, so I decided to go out with him. Now listen, I ain't gonna lie. I done went out with some people because I was bored before. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But if I'm doing that, here's my rule on all dates. I don't count other people's pockets. And I don't, if I was invited out to a date and I know that person is going to pay, I said that all wrong. I do count other people's pockets, right? And this is how I do it, because the last thing I want to do is get on a date that I did not budget for and then end up having to pay for myself. I've never experienced that. And here's why. When I get on dates, I follow the guy's lead. If I see him ordering very little just drinks, guess what? I'm only ordering very little just drinks too. If I see him order an appetizer, okay, don't mind if I do. I'll order an appetizer. I'm basing what I'm going to order off of what he orders. I let that man lead because this is money that he about to spend. So I need to know how much you trying to spend tonight. Like, I'm just not in the business of getting outside, getting embarrassed, end up somebody running out on the tab on me. And then I just think it's common courtesy. Like, I just don't believe in taking advantage of people. Like, I just don't believe in that. And some people don't mind. And I think that's why people rock with me, because I'm just not that girl that's going to run up your pockets if you ain't trying to run them up. Like, most of the time on dates, when I let the guy lead, he usually orders more than I expect. Like, I remember being out with this one dude once, and he ordered 2 appetizers. He had shots coming as soon as we sat down. He had 2 like, I'm like, oh, he got it. Okay, cool. But if you got somebody, I've also been out on a date where the guy was barely ordering stuff. So I'm barely ordering stuff too, because maybe it's a tough, man, the economy is bad right now. It is trash. We all out here struggling. So I just don't think it's fair for her to, like, one, already say I'm only going out with him because I'm bored. You basically said you're going out with him for food. 2, sit up there and eat 48 oysters. I don't know how I can't eat that much at once. But she sat up there and ate 48 oysters while recording. I think that's another wild thing. You're recording this whole thing. I've never, not once in my life, been out on a date and said, hey, this is a perfect time to get content. Let me record. No. Like, I barely, like, I'm not even a girl that looks at my plate and be like, oh, let me take a picture of it. Like, no, that's just rude. Come on, like, come on. So then you sit here, you record, and then you expect him to pay for it and got shocked when he left? When all he ordered was drinks, he literally had no food. Girl. And here's my thing. If this is what you wanted to do, take yourself out. Don't include this man in your madness. Because you know good and well it's not normal to sit up there and eat 48 oysters. You know good, girl, you know good and goddamn gone well. And also, it's like, I feel like if the conversation was conversating, I know that's not a word, but hear me out, he probably wouldn't have minded paying for more or getting more, but you weren't even talking to him. You were literally recording. But She had to F around and find out. And that's just embarrassing. Social media is ruining us in these dating streets because folks is delusional. Folks are out here delusional and they cannot separate reality from social media. Y'all, in real life, the gender war is not actually going on. Like when you go outside, men and women are not arguing with each other, and the ones who are miserable and alone, and they're not going on dates. Okay, though that's not what you want. This is not real. Outside, people are not on their whole, oh, I'm only gonna go and use this person and he's gonna pay for my meal. No, he's not. He's not. Now, you might come across a few suckers that will, but most likely they're not. People aren't slow. Like, be for real. We gotta be for real. We gotta be serious. Be for real. Then, let's go on over to Cheesecake Factory, girl. If you've been living under a rock, here she is.
Whew. Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes. Would you want me to open the door for you? Look. Are you're recording me? Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. What's the problem with that? This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as...
So Miss Mama's made me mad. And I'm biased because I've been craving cheesecake. I've been craving strawberry cheesecake for like 3 weeks now. I don't know why I haven't went to get it. But when she declined to get out the car, I got upset because I was like, that could have been my cheesecake. Like, that could have been my cheesecake. Wow. Wow. So, okay, here's the thing. I'm a picky eater. So, if I were to get to a restaurant and I know I'm probably not going to eat nothing, I'm going to be polite and be like, hey, I know that you took thought out to choose this restaurant, but like, is there any way we can go like next door? Because I know I'm not going to eat this and I don't want to waste time. One, I'm not very fun when I'm hungry. So you don't want that. You want the best of me. So you would choose somewhere else. But it's really the way she handled it. It was very entitled. Like, people are not entitled. I feel like folks are mistaking standards with like entitlement. Like, having standards is one thing, but being entitled is another. So you can have a certain level of standard, and if something does not work for you, you can choose to exit stage left. You can choose to not participate, but you don't have to be rude about it. That's when it comes off as entitlement. So for example, let's say it's acceptable that she didn't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, right? Let's say it's acceptable. No matter how delusional her argument was, let's say it's acceptable, right? She did not have to clown how she clowned. They could have pulled up. She could have said, hey, honestly, I just don't do restaurants that are franchise. I prefer doing higher end restaurants for XYZ reasons. I apologize. Maybe I did not make myself clear. But if it's okay, can we choose to dine somewhere else? That's the way you say that. You don't, oh, I'm not getting out the car. Oh, I'm too cute for this. Oh, blah, blah. Let's be for real. We gotta be for real. We gotta be for real. I feel like sometimes we're out here getting in our own way, but it's because, again, we are actually, it's like we're trying to live out social media in real life, and it's not real life. Like, so, and you know what? It's because people are so used to pretending now that they don't know how to just be themselves and just be true to who they are. Instead, they want to flex and be popular and just be, I don't, it's so confused. It's like, why? And then it's sad because people will get on Beyonce's internet and take these two young ladies abusing their dates, because that was abuse, both sides, abusing their dates, and feel like, oh, see, this why men don't take women out. This why all these black women say, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta be for real. That should be the title of this episode, for real. Be for real. Just be for real. Like, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Cause like, when you're going out on a date, when I'm going out on a date, I'm going to get to know people. I'm not going to use people. But if I was going to use people, I would handle it a better way. Like, you get more bees with honey. So if you're going to be on your city girl-ish, you're not going to handle it like either one of these women handled it. Like, come on, but just be serious. Just be serious. Then understand the target. Because there's men out here who will literally take you out just to hang out because they're bored. It's men out here like that. But don't target people who are not those people. Like, you just gotta be smarter. You just have to be smarter. Now, neither one of these women were interested in the guys that they were trying to date, because as a woman, if we feeling somebody, he can almost take us to Waffle House and we're going to have a good time. We ain't going to complain. We're going to be like, you know what? I'm just happy to be here with you, brother. I might crack a joke like, oh, you're a little short this week. We at the Waffle House. He could be like, oh, yeah, I just really love this. But we have to understand that men are smarter than that. I used to have a male friend who was an actual millionaire, like actual millionaire. So he had a few cars. One of his cars was a Maserati, but he also had this dirty pickup truck because for work, he had a work truck and it was like dirty pickup truck or whatever. So what he would do is when he met women, he would drive the pickup truck because he wanted to make sure that the woman wasn't using him for his money. And a lot of women would fail the test. And of course, like, it's not good to test people, but at the same time, it's like, it is so hard out here to figure out what people's intentions are. So it's just ridiculous. It's just so ridiculous. Just get out here. They're just making it harder for us. Like, it's women like, I love the movie Players Club. And when Ronnie and Lisa Ray was fighting at the end, when Ronnie and Diamond were fighting, one of the lines that Diamond said to Ronnie was, "It's chicks like you that make it hard for chicks like me." And that's what it is. They're making it hard. Oh, Lord, they're making it hard. Like, it's just very ghetto. It's just so ghetto. And then we got to be redeemed. And then we got Jada Pinkett out here just hating her husband publicly. Like, come on, people. What is happening? I just don't understand. I don't understand it. But just don't let this kind of stuff discourage you, because I just got asked on another date. I'm just Date McGee out here. I'm just, just hopeful out here, waiting on my man. And I, this date was just, because I've been saying lately, I just haven't been prioritizing meeting nobody's son because I'm really focused on something right now. And I'm like, I don't want to be distracted. But yeah, it's been hot season out here and people just asking me out like all the time. And, you know, if folks still getting asked out here, it's still some nice guys out here. Any guys listening, it's still some women with sense out here. Don't buy into this social media stuff. This junk is fake. It is fake. Okay. Fake. Okay. But yeah, just have your standards. Definitely use that trick. What I said, when you trying to figure out, okay, how much should I be ordering, use that, because it's just gonna save you the headache. It's gonna save you the headache. And now I'm not saying go out, I'm not saying settle either. Like, I'm not saying that you should just go out with somebody who just trying to take you anywhere and who doesn't put thought into it, because that'll tell you too, like, what that person is on. Because if someone really likes you, they're going to plan the day. They're going to really put thought into it. They're going to ask you the things that you like, or they're going to be like, oh, I know this really nice restaurant, because they're trying to impress you. But at the same time, don't take advantage of people's kindness. Like, just don't do that, because you're going to end up out here embarrassed on Beyonce's internet. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. I just don't. And I'm still mad at sis because I could have had her cheesecake. And he just seemed like such a nice guy. He handled it so well, with so much class. It was so great. So great. But yeah, y'all, I am tired. So listen, homecoming weekend drained me. Y'all was very close to not getting no type of episodes. But I don't really have much to say today. So that's it. That's it. We got to do better as a people. Okay. Until next time. Bye.